What's up, guys? It's the D. We're playing with the D. We're watching these realms, and there is a lot to go over today. You know how we complain about red dots around here? There's red dots everywhere. Well, some red dots are good red dots. And one of those sets of red dots that you may have missed are actually in the Advanced Growth Fund and Premium Growth Fund. So we're starting you off with 13 free summons right off the bat. Now, you do have to have achieved higher than level 35 to unlock the Premium Growth Fund. And you do have to have gotten to level 51 to get the full 13 summons. We are close. We're at level 45. So we get 10 summons. We'll get 3 summons later. This is pretty crucial because Falcia is coming up with 230, possibly for a guaranteed Falcia. Something to keep in mind. It will also get the red dots to go away from the shop. So now, if you come in and get your regular freebies, which, you know, we love our freebies. Voila, the red dots are now gone. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going your way right now. That's how it is for the player base. I don't know if you logged in recently, perhaps within the first 30 days. You might have noticed a little change. What used to be 2 summon crystals is now one of the best AoE epic mages in the game. Greed. Sources, summoning. Not anymore. Why do I say not anymore? Well, because after a little bit of hullabaloo and a little bit of flustering on the internet, the players, you and I, not me specifically because I had way too much stuff to do yesterday, rallied against Moonton or Moontoon, Boom to Boon, and were able to get Greed as a free reward for all of us. Now, it's going to take about 3 days for this to process. He's going to show up in your mailbox just like if your hero capacity was full. Why is this important? I'll tell you why this is important. Because Greed has a nice little addition to one of his skills called Magic Resistance Reduction. And that Magic Resistance Reduction is only on 2 or 3 champions in the entire game. One of them being one of the hardest champions to get in Ajax. The second being one of the hardest epics to get in Greed. And the third being in someone that I can't remember, possibly Vierna. What does Magic Resistance Reduction do? Well, as you can see here, if you are capable to read, unlike me, I am illiterate. It takes effect only when stronger than the current buff debuff on the same attribute. That just means that you can't have 10% and 15%. You're only going to have 15%. That's basically what that means. But that makes him capable of soloing some really hard content. That makes him capable of really reducing the defenses of creatures that are going to have way too much defense for that. What a well-crafted sentence. What else has been going on? A shitload has been going on. They have snuck in some new boss designs. I picked up on the one in Artifact Material Raid yesterday, but they also finally added in this one for Gear Raid 3. So I believe the idea is that we are no longer going to be killing our heroes because they're our heroes. They mean stuff to us. They're the world to me. And I don't want to kill Zilla-2 every day. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy. I can't do that. I can't be that person. But what I can be is someone who cries on command. So, Hollywood, if you're listening, shout out, baby. We have new bosses up here. She's pretty much the same thing as Zilla-2. Just, I guess Zilla-2 was a placeholder until the actual boss was ready to go. Just like the Grand something or another of the Necropolis, or the Lord of the Grand Necropolis. I'm sure she's got her own name, so we'll take a look at the guide in just a second. But as you can see here, the mechanics are still the same. Nothing is changing with the actual fight. Everything is the same, except for some other designs on the monsters as well. I did forget to mention that. So everything is not the same. Everything's a little weird, and I hate it. In lieu of that, we still get our gear. Everything is the way it is, and we are going to show you Artifact Material Raid. Just because, you know, maybe you didn't tune into the video yesterday. Maybe this is all new to you. So the other new boss is in, and actually before I forget, I did mention that I would take a look at what this boss is named. So let's go to the guides and map info. And she is the Chthonic Enchantress. Ooh. So that is what we've got here. And on the Artifact Material Raid, like I said, we have the Lord of the Grand Necropolis. That is a big old giant fat guy that's going to come trouncing down the path and try to get in your way. He's coming for everything you got, and you better stop him. The mechanics are the same. Nothing changes except for hair getting into my mouth while I talk. You still put your tank down at the point that his fat ass foot hits the ground, and then you should still be able to put your other fighters and other units out to block the healing, and it is as simple as it always was. Now, the gear check is still present for Artifact Material Raid 12. The mechanics have not changed, just the designs. So if you think now it's maybe a little bit easier, it could be a placebo effect. I don't see it. What I will say changed is that in the past, there were a couple of times I randomly got 30 to 40 meteorites by accident. That has not been happening. So unless the bug is very minuscule to begin with, they may have fixed that in the patch. So if you were fortunate enough to get some boosts in your radiant meteorites while you were farming, congratulations. It could be over. That's about it in terms of the news for the game. I just wanted to make sure that you guys really knew that there was a way to get those 13 free summons within the growth fund. Hopefully you're level 51 and you're able to get those final 3 summons. Hopefully you're able to take advantage of this at all. Maybe you're new and it's something for you to grow towards. But again, I can't stress this enough. They just absolutely shower you in resources in this game. A little bit too much. I mean, like I said, I'm already at 4,000 diamonds. I'm at 35 summons. I haven't progressed anything new in the story. Literally have all of this that I can still finish. I haven't done any of expert mode, so there's still summons to get from there. I still have spectral voids to go back and do, which have summons available within those just in normal mode. So, I mean, I haven't even completed normal 814 because I'm waiting for my Wrath A5. There's still so much left to get. I still really, really like this game, man. I like it a lot. Forerunner access. Forerunner server access went live today. So if you applied for that, hopefully you went through and did it. I did mine this morning. Now I do have to play it on an Android device, and Android simulators don't really work that well on my computers. I don't know why. They used to work fine all the time. Now they don't. So I'm going to have to record whatever I do on the Forerunner server on my phone. Then I got to transfer that to my computer. Then I got to do a lot of magic. And from there, we get whatever the final product will be for whatever I choose to do. Account-wise, I did not get a chance to do very much in the game yesterday. I really just did artifact material raids. So that actually did happen. I was able to promote my Nightmare Shadow for Valyria. I was able to boost up Maul. I gave Maul a Broken Nightmare, and this should be just about ready to go as well. So that's 10 of 10. Artifacts are a big part of the account, and they're a big part of how your champions grow and how much faster they're going to be able to start dominating content. We're pretty much still in that hard spot on the banner. I don't know if I should pull for Aelin or if I should go for Falcia, because I was thinking about things last night. And if you did watch yesterday's episode, you might recall I mentioned that Falcia is capable of doing around 9 to 12 million damage on the guild boss. And I mentioned I've got Valyria, who's also capable of doing 9 to 10 million damage against the guild boss. Then I realized, ¿por qué no los dos?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Why not both? So I'm thinking we're going to go all in for whatever we have on Falcia. I think that's what I'm going to do. Having Deimos is nice. I think that's a huge bonus, and I will do some content based around him because I still like him, but he's just not been doing anything yet. I don't know if it's because he needs to be A5. I don't know if it's because it's a gear thing. He's not surviving. So right now he's not working out. Speaking of not working out, even though we won this late round, we're probably not going to win this arena battle. But I think I'm going to go all in for Falcia. Maybe we pull Aelin by accident. Again, there's no mistakes. It's just happy accidents. And see what happens from there. But with this defeat, I am going to get out of arena. And I'm going to get out of your hair for the day, I think. And we're just going to keep on working on making the account stronger. So almost done with Tales of the Smith for the week. Hoping to get 2 more crystals out of that. We've done very well in the Brave Conquest because guess what? Content progression for the account. Simple. So like I said, next time that there is an event where I'm going to have to get 3,450 or 4,000 points in Brave Conquest for a shard for a fusion, we're going to be okay. As long as we don't fall out of our stool. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Come on back, play with the D. Bippity boppity boo. Watch these realms. Bye bye.